Still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll set up to throw. Reels it in. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, first and goal.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Hawkins. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Throwing Simmons. Oh, pressure's coming.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Finds his man.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Simmons. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
The Hoosiers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
You got to love that third down, man. Third and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football, so nice job being physical on third and short, getting that next set of downs.
It's shot. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside, it's Payne. Defense all over him.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Here's Simmons to throw. Rush is on. Right side, it's Marsh. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. He lets it fly. Complete downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
2nd down, gonna throw it. He's gonna run it. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Hauls it in. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field. But the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Snaps on 4th down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! so much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense all set and ready to crank things up. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throwing Simmons. Rush right in his face. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. Under pressure. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Back to throw, it's Hammond. They're all over him. Finds his man. Oh, he got loose. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Red Raiders will have it first and 10. Hits inside, it's Danzy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to go up top on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly out to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last two games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Hawkins. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Look out! Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
Run in the red zone, it's Coleman Williams. Turning it on! Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Red Raiders have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Motion from the wideout. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3. They'll send the back in motion. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. At the 35, he's open. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Simmons. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Out wide left, it's Blunt. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved. Quick give, it's Hawkins. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Drops back, it's Hammond. Got out of trouble and throws. Right side, it's Jenkins. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And it's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a two-touchdown lead at 14. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Tulsa taking on the number 11 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Golden Hurricane, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Payne. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside, it's Payne. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Simmons to throw. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
They were all over it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Simmons from the gun on third down. Quick completion on the out route. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Shakes off the defender. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Simmons. still looking. Oh, he's got some space. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab in the end zone for 6. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He breaks a tackle. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keep it on the ground. Got an alley. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Could be an alley. He is in! Touchdown, Red Raiders! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just have to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Simmons. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Moves the pocket. It's Simmons. Between the hashes, it's Payne. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Using his legs, it's Payne. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. He caught it! To the house! Touchdown, Indiana! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's Hawkins. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Hammond. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Maybe some room here. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Oh, pressure's coming. Quarterback gets past the marker. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very...
Oh, they blocked it. Now he can return this.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Making the adjustment. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Simmons to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run, and they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see.
Caught, and he's got room. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard